going on? Welcome back to Totally Blitz Podcast. It's been a long way away, but we're finally back with some big boxing shit. We're back for Teofimo versus Jamaine Ortiz, Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza. As always, go down and like and subscribe. Comment your picks and your bets for this weekend. And I'm Paul, pick 'em, win 'em, Concha, and I'm joined with.
What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Marcus Primetime Penley. You know what it is. We back for the GOAT on Thursday night.
It's your boy JP, aka Gatorboy, aka Southpaw Run Boxer. You feel me?
Man, big GOAT shit, of course. I thought that shit was funny. The first fight we're going to be talking of the new year, of course, is Marcus's homeboy, his ace, his number one.
Teofimo. Nah, probably number 2 behind Bud, but he's out there.
2 frauds in a row.
That's actually talking about Bud. Teofimo actually just said that he don't like Bud to beat Canelo. Did you see that? He said he's just too big, too strong, all that shit. I was like, damn, I didn't know Teo was making picks.
Hey, man, I don't even want to talk about Bud versus Canelo. That one's going to hurt my soul.
Well, I mean, Jamaine Ortiz's first fight for a title here. The WBO super lightweight title's on the line. Teofimo's first defense since beating Josh Taylor to get that motherfucker. And kind of proving that he's the man at 140, honestly. We've seen all the other big 140 fighters fight. We saw Prograis get worked by Haney, who Haney put 140 on notice. We saw Matthias, fucking Matias. I always say it's a fuck up his name, but we saw him cook. And ever since he cooked a couple weeks ago, I feel like we've seen his name kind of mix in with the other big names at 140 since then. Josh Taylor, 1 foot out. We don't really care about him. And Gary Antoine Wilson.
Damn.
I mean, he's already up to 140. I'm fucking out of here, bro. I'm done.
Tight shit.
Don't forget about Big Richardson Hitchkins, the real top dog at 140. Don't forget about him.
Tell that man to get the fuck off Twitter, bro. Every time he's on Twitter more than me, I swear, bro. I don't even follow him, and his shit be popping up all the time, bro. And he's always tweeting about he's always tweeting about people that we're watching on TV.
Jack Catterall ducked, ducked him.
When was his last fight?
He just hopped out of purse bids. It was like a couple months ago, but he has a fight in February coming up. Hitchkins.
Yeah,
he is like that though.
Big Jack.
Now Catterall's a fraud for that, man. He hopped out of purse bids. That was a title eliminator. Winner of that fights for a title, but Jack dipped. So now the winner of this fight.
Didn't Catterall want the Taylor rematch still?
But Catterall ducked that, man. That was a title shot right there. Catterall's a duck, man. I lost respect for him.
Damn.
I felt
respect.
That boy caught a stray.
I mean, he's not even fighting this weekend, right? Wow, shoot that man down.
I mean, look. They all fear the real top dog at 140. It's Hitchkins, you know what I'm saying? He's been the best. He's been the best for a while. Mayweather Promotions held him back. Now he's free with Eddie Hearn.
Mayweather Promotion holds everybody back.
Yeah, that is true. So now he can get him a little title shot, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Well, before we hop into the actual picks of the main fight, let's just talk real quick about the co-main event and one of the featured main card fights. Abdullah Mason taking on Benjamin Grament, and then the Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza fight. Which one did y'all rather talk first?
I mean, Mason is more like a showcase performance. Bro's gonna be the future. He's next up at
best prospect in boxing history, or not history, today.
Damn,
history. I like God damn.
I'm like throwing fucking grenades.
First episode back, right? Just fucking throwing
right? Okay, I see you, Gator.
Just grenades, like that one mission in Call of Duty, just a nuke. But no. Abdullah Mason, like as of today, he's the best prospect in boxing.
He is cold with it. I will give
it.
What
about Shushu? Shushu up there too.
He's gonna be the next Shakur since Shakur is hired.
Dang.
Oh yeah, Shakur did say I'm done with boxing. Shakur. Have y'all seen that meme of like it's with Teofimo and he's like it's like someone working on like when Young Doug is helping Lil Durk in the little studio and it's like
and he's trying to put him on.
Yeah, well, someone put Teo's face on and Devin Haney on Dirk and was just like, now tell him you about to retire.
Tyson Fury, Bud Crawford, Teofimo now, and who were you just talking about? Shakur. Why are all these top ranked fighters like retiring? What is Bob putting them to? Like, they're all trying to retire, man.
Man, he's a boy be a cash cow. Fuck it.
Tired, bro. That shit crazy. Shakur definitely took one out of their book, but yeah, but I mean Abdullah Mason could be the best prospect since Shakur, since that newly retired youngin. He's definitely gonna put on a show. 135. Yeah, I mean, literally everyone we're talking about on this card is 135, 140. So like all these cats honestly maybe be lining up with one another down the line.
Hopefully they be on some friendly shit too, though.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, I kind of co-sign. I think he's the best prospect I've seen in like out of all these cats coming up. Shushu though, he's getting to the point where we might not even have to come 2024. Definitely by the end of 2024, we might not be calling him a prospect anymore with the way he's been mowing through shit.
Facts. Now them top ranked boys are they're gonna take over, but then they're probably gonna follow the same routine and eventually leave top rank.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or if they fight each other, they're all like little buddy.
They should, honestly, they should just say fuck it, let's make this money together and just fight each other, not care about.
They're all holding each other. They're all holding each other's hands. Like, no, we're not gonna fight each other. We're two buddy buddies.
Facts. Let's get into that boy Keyshawn.
Yeah, that's what he's taking on Jose
Mr. Zaza.
Jose Pedraza, pretty big underdog, plus 450. Keyshawn minus 700. Everyone knows Pedraza's been around the block. That boy has a little mileage underneath him. Hasn't gotten a win since 2021. So I'm going to throw that out there.
That's actually pretty crazy. When was his last fight?
He got beat by Arnold Barboza Jr. in 2023.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Jose Ramirez beat him in 2022.
Cheers up that guy, by the way.
Yeah. But before
where the fuck is he at now? He ain't doing shit now.
Just a side note, Tio dug Arnold Barboza in 2022.
Damn.
Oh, Barboza. Man, he ain't doing shit either.
But before that, I mean, he always has himself a nice little resume until he kind of runs into one of these other bigger hitters. Like, nice win streak, ran to Tank. Tank took care of that 7th round KO.
He's the first person to beat him, by the way.
Yeah, it was. And then once again, nice little win streak, ran into Loma, bounced back with a good little win, KO win, then ran into Jose Cepeda. Then 3-fight win streak, ran into Ramirez, and then Arnold Barboza Jr., and now he's going up against Keyshawn. Had himself a nice career. He had a nice, healthy career, a lot of ups and
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, now he's kind of sliding towards the down, but he's going up against everybody's favorite fighter in Keyshawn Davis. And how are we feeling about this?
Everyone's favorite.
Oh, he's definitely not our favorite.
Oh man, dude, I used to really like Keyshawn Davis, but man, I really don't like him anymore.
I don't like who he is. Like when I see him getting into the camera, fucking all crazy eyed and shit, I'm like, bro, this is the corniest motherfucker I think I've ever seen, bro. All his little antics and shit to make himself buzz and have a little bit. I'm like, I don't like him. Right? He doesn't look like he portrays who he is. He looks like someone who puts on a gimmick whenever the camera's on him to get that little extra buzz. That's why my boy Frank Martin had to press him last year. Let his ass know you ain't cut like that.
Face to face. That's some real stuff. Like face to face. He told him what it is.
You ain't like that, buddy. And then also, of course, he waited till like the end of the combo to say something back to Frank. And I'm like, bro, Frank was definitely all up in your grill a second ago. But he is the future, former silver medalist. And even though he got silver medalist, he was already on that bullshit of like, I don't care. I'm gonna go. So
Back to Kevin Hart and freaking Chris. No, Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg laughing at him. Like,
that was one of
he's
the
a
best.
joke. He's not even a joke. He's a joke. He's really a joke, man. Like,
So we
you know
need
what I'm
you.
saying?
We need you, Mark. Let us hear your defense for that boy Keyshawn.
Hey man, my boy be off the Zaza. That's all. He might be tweaking on cameras because he be off that Za. But it's all good because he's clean now. He's straight. Focus on this camp, bruh. And I mean, you can't deny the talent. I mean, bro's a killer too. He got that natural killer instinct. When he needs to go get it, he could go get it. Let those skills keep building. He's still gonna be a problem, man.
I did
And he
forget
going
his ass got suspended for that Zaza shit earlier.
yeah, he did. But I mean, that's why I feel like he's locked in for this camp, man. And I feel like this is a good step up. This is like his first true test and like a true vet, former champ, I believe. So I mean, shout out Puerto Rico, but I think it's a good test, man. I think it's a good test, man, for Keyshawn. I think, bro, he's still got that little baby Crawford in him, man. It's gonna come out. He's still a young cat, so he's gonna. This is a good little spotlight for him at co-main event. I fuck with it. I'm gonna be locked in.
Jose Pedraza isn't, he isn't smoking the, Zot and can't, we'll see how that factors into the fight. He could be into for a surprise.
What? So what if he gets a knockout? Pow! And
So
that Zot was holding him back.
I'm not gonna lie, because it's at 140. Everyone knows Pedraza's best days at like 126, then up to 130 when he won his belt. He's not a 140.
Keyshawn's not gonna stop him. I think it's gonna be a rough fight for Keyshawn. Keyshawn doesn't know what he's coming into. He's a little too cocky.
Nah, I think it's gonna be a little fight. Like a master class. Not a master class, but he's gonna class him.
Easy fight. He's gonna run into something that he's gonna have to figure out a way to win and get a little rough. More uncomfortable than he needs to get, That's what's gonna happen. That's the tail of the fight. That's what's gonna happen in the fight. And yeah, man. Keyshawn, I mean, until like 2026, maybe we'll see him step in the competition. But as of now, he's just kind of like Ben Whitaker.
Oh my god, that boy was dancing.
Yeah, him and Keyshawn Davis are just like in the same category. Like, do you take him serious now?
Until
it's still early, man.
Because they're both in even though Whitaker is behind the fight, they're both in the exact same position.
Well, I would give it to at least Keyshawn, where he's kind of.
What is bro only like 22, 23?
Yeah, I would say he's young as hell, but he's kind of. It's also because it's top rank in the way that it's like sink or swim. But like at least with him is where if he gets at least 2 good wins, like he beats Pedraza, and he gets another at least. Like an older fighter,
he's in that mix.
Gamboa or something, yeah.
Gamboa's out of there. That boy ain't fighting Gamboa.
They're gonna fucking sprinkle Gamboa on one of these young motherfuckers' resume, and then after it's bam, title shot. It's like pick. Are you a 140 fighter? We'll have you fight fucking Prograf for a vacant belt at the end of 2024, start of 2025, and no one gives a fuck. And then he'll probably beat a Prograf, and he'll have that belt. But like me and Gator, some of us other will know is like wait until he runs into a fucking real deal. Wait until he runs into Andy Cruz. Then we'll come talking.
I really want to see that fight down the line again. Another Andy Cruz pro.
I need Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg commentating that bitch on the side.
Watch, my boy's gonna put on a class, man. He's gonna put on a class on Thursday. It's just gonna look like some Haney versus Prograde type shit.
All right. And then from one of your boys to the last of your boys, Teofimo Lopez defending his WBO belt up against Jamaine Ortiz. Jamaine Ortiz is his first fight on 140, first fight for a belt, but definitely not his first fight against one of the top guys. He formerly lost to Lomachenko, gave Loma the fits in certain parts of the fight. It definitely was a close fight, closer than what people make it out to be whenever they bring it up sometimes. But since then, got a nice decision win since then. Bounced, and now he's back going up against Teo. And they have fought before in the amateurs for the Golden Glove Championship. Teofimo does have the the win advantage over him back in the amateurs. But outside of that, Jamaine Ortiz, I think it was like 100 and something with only like 15 losses in the amateurs. So Jit's very good amateur pedigree. Nicknamed a technician for a reason. Jit got the hands. He got the hand speed. He likes to throw these 4 to 6 hand combos at people that will land. And then he gets out of there, gets back in, throws 4-6, a 4-6 piece combo. He's got quick hands, quick combinations, and he has great footwork. Honestly, some of the similar things that we like to say about Teo, other than Teo is also a good counterpuncher. But how do you feel, Mark? This is your boy. This is his first fight of 2024. Are you riding high on your boy?
Yeah, man. I think Teo's locked in, bro. I think all that drama stuff is in the past, bro. I think he might say crazy shit online, but I think he's really locked in for this fight. I think he's gonna. I'm not gonna say it's an easy fight, cause bro, it's gonna be a tough fight. But I think he's gonna be able to break him down. That them power shots are eventually gonna catch up to him in the later rounds. I see Teo winning, man. I don't really see. I feel like he's gonna keep building up until that Haney fight. And I think he's the best young fighter right now, for real. Top 10 pound for pound. Put him up there.
You do be pushing that pound for pound talk.
Because it's true, bro. You can't argue it. No matter how much Kambosos lost, all that, you can't deny that man is top 10 pound for pound, bro. 2 times lineal. Come on, man. He's been the best at 135. And he beat the best at 140. And he's going to prove he's the best at 140 by taking all the guys down. That's just what it is, man.
All right, I'm going to throw it to Gator real quick. I'm going to say it to you like this, Gator. I mean, that boy Ortiz came in as a 12-1 underdog against Loma. Almost secured a win against Loma. He came in as a pretty big underdog against Jamel Herring. And he beat Jamel Herring to get the fight to Loma. And here we are, started 2024. And he's a slight underdog. He's nothing too crazy. I think like plus 400, like a 4-1 underdog against Teofimo. Are you riding with the dog this weekend? Or not even this weekend, this Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going Jamaine Ortiz. See, Teofimo, he's not the guy who we thought he was. Honestly, like his performance against Sandor Martin, especially Kambosos, it's been embarrassing. It's been awful. You know, I think he's not really good against fighters who can really extend their punches and throw in volume. So he shows that, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, he may get a robbery on the card, but I don't think Teo's gonna win this fight, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He lost to Kambosos, he lost to Sandor Martin, you know what I'm saying? The Josh Taylor fight is just kinda like Taylor, he was weight drained, he's flat footed. He was washed, you know what I'm saying? So do we really count that fight? You know what I'm saying? So really, I don't think Teo has any advantage in this fight.
I will say now that we kind of see where like some of these fighters stack up later on, it's like Josh Taylor, like whenever Teo beat Josh Taylor, I was sitting there like, bro, Josh Taylor was the fucking man. Like how the fuck, like Josh Taylor was the guy, undisputed at 140, bro. But then he like, and then all of a sudden, it's still a good win. But then you start thinking about, like, you're right. Like, Josh Taylor isn't a volume puncher. He is more flatter. Oh, what's up? What's popping, Mark? What's up, Mark?
Y'all got it twisted, bro.
Wow.
Y'all got that shit twisted with JT. First of all.
JT, dude, he's
first of all.
He was G before he got Catterall.
You run that back. So when we was recording that episode leading up to Josh Taylor, Teofimo, y'all boys was riding heavy on Josh Taylor.
And I thought Josh Taylor was gonna be the bigger guy.
Bro, it was a killer.
Get dirty in there. I thought Taylor was gonna be the bigger guy, a dirtier fighter, more physical fighter.
And usually he is.
All I said was Josh Taylor isn't a volume puncher, bro. You didn't even let me get the rest of my lick out, bro. All I said,
but he kind of is. Like he has fights where he's been the aggressor, pushing the pace, and was really going for the knockout.
My whole point was that was like whenever he beat Prograis, he was the aggressor. He was fucking walking. When he fought Calderon, arguably, I thought he won that fight. A lot of people thought he won that fight. But Josh Taylor. What my point was that when he beat Josh Taylor, I thought he was the dude. Then I have to think about Josh Taylor isn't really known for throwing a 6-piece combo with great footwork and get out of there unscathed. But then all of a sudden you see his best performance is probably against Prograis. And then we saw what Devin Haney did to Prograis. Completely masterclass, won every round, and they got.
Teofimo was a counterpunch. I feel like Teofimo was baiting a lot of Josh Taylor, and Josh Taylor wasn't able to really.
Styles make the fights, and then whenever Prograis was fighting Taylor and any of the 140 fighters,
pressuring him,
he could work them. But then now that we're getting these other fighters that have different fighting styles, they're coming up from 135 into the 140s. Some of these 135 cats' hands are a lot quicker than what these guys at 140 are used to. And
that's what I'm saying. Teal's not ready for that, man.
Jamaine Ortiz does got quick hands, and I'm not saying my final pick was still I think Teal was going to win this fight, but I'm just saying Jamaine Ortiz is similar to Kambosos, where he's going to come in there not afraid, and he's going to be willing to throw them things. And
he's a disciplined fighter too. He's going to be in there.
Sandor Martin was a disciplined, very amateur pedigree background that could just have fundamental boxing against him, and it's those smart fundamental volume punching boxers that seem to fuck with Teo. It's like whenever this person can tag me a couple times and I can't hit them, or sometimes this shit gets turned into a firefight and I'm losing the exchange of it. It's like mentally Teo starts to fuck up. It's like when Teo's not in the driver's seat, he starts to fuck up. But when Teo is in the driver's seat, is where do you want to go? We will go there. Because he is one of the nastiest skilled fighters, honestly. When I see his little YouTube clips, people be breaking down of the little things he does in fights, I'm like, damn, bro, I didn't even notice that the first time around. Like, shit, kind of cold. But, like, I do think if Jamaine Ortiz comes in these first 3 rounds, and let's say 2-3 competitive early rounds, and he's hitting Teo with some of them mean combos, and he's not going to knock him out, but it's hitting him with some combos and not getting hit on the way out, I think that could frustrate Teo. And it's not like his daddy's going to give him the best corner work in the fucking world.
I think Teo is going to slowly be able to break down Ortiz with some power shots through the later rounds. It's going to be a back and forth in the first half, but I think in that second half, Teo is going to be able to use them power shots, or just like his counter punching ability. He's just going to be able to catch Ortiz in the in and out exchange. And I'm hoping for a good performance from that boy. And he's going to call out Haney on the press conference.
Yeah, Ortiz, he's not going to, I think Teo might honestly get cooked here because that long jab, that volume here, Teo might be cooked here. Honestly, because, like, man, he just has not looked good, man.
Do you think
he gets hit a lot? He gets hit a lot. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't have it anymore. Not at all. He doesn't have it anymore at all. He doesn't have the same power. He doesn't have the same speed. He doesn't have the same enthusiasm. He doesn't have it anymore. It's over. It's Jovo.
We're gonna come back to this on. We might have to record that episode early this week.
Ortiz is going to cook him.
I'm still taking Teo. I'm just saying I think this is going to be a good fight.
We might have to record this episode early on Friday and come back to this.
It's like Thursday at midnight, bro. Like fresh
out the fucking out the TV, man. That shit.
Teo's going to retire again.
But my whole thing though is. Perfect example. He fights Sandor Martin. It's a split decision. I thought he lost that fight. And it's because I felt like Sandor Martin got 2 knockdowns, but the referee only gave him 1 of the knockdowns. Called the second one a slippage, but when it slowed down, you could clearly see it wasn't a slip. He definitely landed a punch that wobbled him a little bit. So I thought Sandor Martin should have won that fight. He didn't. He loses. And then he comes back and he fights Josh Taylor and he absolutely mops the floor with him. Like this, by the end of that fight, you know who the fuck won that fight. There was no question of who won that fight. End of it.
12-0.
So that's why, to me, Teofimo might be the fucking Jameis Winston of boxing. Right? He's the most volatile boxer there is. Right? It's like the high is high, the low is low.
Or like Josh Allen kind of.
Yeah, he might be the Josh Allen. That's even better. At least he got he's somewhat of a winner. Like Winston, Eat them W's.
Yeah, you kind of tried on with the Winston shit.
But Josh Allen, he might be the Josh Allen. It's like that's what I say. When he's in the driver's seat, where do you want to go? Where do you want?
He's more like Andy Dalton if you think about it.
Oh,
He's called him Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
God damn, we're the Red Rocket. The Red Rocket.
We're gonna come back to this, man, on Friday, Thursday night.
I hope we do. Honestly, I really hope we do because look, man.
What Teal's gonna put on a show.
Final picks. Give me Teofimo by points. And it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like 116, 114. And it's similar to what Mark says. I think the second half of the fight is where like the power punches start to add up. But early on, we're going to see Ortiz kind of cooking early.
Give me Ortiz. Give me Ortiz by split decision. You know what I'm saying? The power punches. He's going to miss a lot of them, and they aren't going to have much effect because his power doesn't carry too much over at 140. We saw it in the Sandor Martin fight, obviously. So, yeah, give me Ortiz by split decision.
Well, I mean, shit. We know we're going with T over here, but I was gonna say decision, but I might have to take the fucking KO now just because we're gonna have to ride high. But I mean, I really think he's just gonna win, bro. I'm leaning more decision, but I could see that fucking knockout, man. Late round.
Getting the KO.
Fuck that. That boy fucking. He's one of a kind. He's Teo fucking Lopez. Stop playing with him.
Andy Dalton. Crazy game. I can't not. He's the Andy Dalton.
We gonna see, man. That boy Teo is different, bro. That counter punching, speed, footwork, power. He's gonna show his power, bro. Guaranteed. Them counter shots are gonna.
I've never seen a person.
I think Teo's gonna be the faster fighter in there.
No,
I think so.
Well, faster, yeah, he will, but he will be faster, but it won't mean as much.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
very close.
He's gonna be the faster and more athletic fighter, but
athletic, yeah.
Ortiz is gonna be a very disciplined fighter, so he's gonna follow to his game plan. So he's gonna be a tough fight, but this is his first title fight. You got to remember, this is his first title fight, man. This is Lopez. How many? Nah, come on, man. He's been in a couple big fights now, so I mean. I feel like that pressure in those later rounds is what's gonna give the advantage to Teo, and Ortiz hasn't really been there yet. Maybe this could be the opening doors for him, but
he lost his biggest fight though, man.
Who?
Teo.
I mean, I don't know if that was his biggest fight, but he lost a big fight.
That Loma fight definitely was his biggest fight.
Nah, man, because because that fight would have forced him in a situation where he would have had to either fight Haney or move up. Because if he moved up, he would be officially a duck. Because the speculations are he already ducked Haney to fight Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? But most people aren't buying the mandatory excuse. People aren't buying it, dude.
When Teofimo had those belts, when he was draped with those belts, no one was calling out Teofimo. But as soon as he lost,
he ain't even calling him.
Everyone's like, "Oh, give me Joy. Oh, give me Kambosos." Oh, everyone wanted that fight because they knew he was kind of like, "Damn, who the fuck is this guy?" But when Teo had them shits, it was more like, "Oh, hit me up, let's make a fight." It was like pussy shit, bro. They wasn't really fucking calling out Teo. But as soon as he lost the fight, they was all on Kambosos' ass on Twitter, like, "Oh yeah, book that shit next month." Like, "Yo, yeah, run that." No, bro.
I'm just saying.
Haney and Bill Haney, they know about Teo. They know about, what do they call him? Gordo? They know about bro. And they're more feared of Teo out of any of the young fighters, out of Shakur, Tank, all that shit. Not saying he's feared,
bro. That boy is shook, bro. Bill don't want Devin going anywhere near Shakur, bro. He was in them audio.
Oh yeah, the tapes. Yeah, no,
that's But I will say Bill is slowly becoming my favorite guy in boxing.
Nah, I fuck with Bill. He funny as fuck.
Bill, they said they be leaking his DMs. Shakur be leaking them DMs, right? He be like, yeah, I like my. He talking about them young bitches. I was like, bro, Bill, wild.
Man, it's gonna be a fun fight, man. I'm glad we're gonna watch it on Thursday too. I'm gonna be locked in.
Woo, boy, I like it to be a good fight. I will say, Tio, good fight against Jamaine Ortiz. Some people were I feel like some people kind of clowned it. And I was like, if you're clowning this fight, that just means you just don't know who Jamaine Ortiz is. Jamaine Ortiz,
yeah, it's gonna be a great fight.
That's a good ass fight. And then Keyshawn step up fight against Pedraza, going up against the old man. We got to see if what he's got it. He got it in him to go the distance with someone with that much experience. And then Abdullah Mason will catch him, show out fight, probably get a KO of some kind. This will be a Tio's first fight outside of New York in some time, because doesn't usually always fight at the Hulu Theater Gardens, whatever the fuck it's called, MSG.
That's the only place he can perform at. You know what I'm saying? He's not versatile. He can't travel other places to fight.
We're going. This one's in Las Vegas. They're gonna be in. I think it was the Mix Up Ultra Arena. They're one of them.
Co-main event in Madison Square Garden, man.
So,
hey, man, who? I know Devin Haney wasn't no co-feature in the big house. Come on,
right, Devin Haney and them were scared to release them progress numbers, bro. They don't want to talk about no pay-per-view. I still have yet to see anyone bring up them numbers for that fight. But as always, we appreciate everyone tuning in. We got to get out of here. We broke down the fights. We love to hear y'all's comments down below. Give us your picks. Give us your bets. We want to hear them all. And also I know it's not boxing, but we might not see y'all till after it's over. So drop your Super Bowl picks. 49ers, Chiefs. Who y'all got this weekend? As always, I'm 1/3 of the boxing club. I'm Paul. Pick 'em, win 'em. Join with Marcus, Primetime, Penley. And as always, JB, Southpaws Run Boxing, some Jamari. And this has been an episode of Totally Blitz Podcast. If y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.